I've always loved intriguing, evolving, synthesized sounds. They are my jam, and they are incredibly useful for things like film score or music production library and other stuff as well. Anything really that creates a moody, vibrant or evocative type sort of sound. If you're looking for something dark and mysterious, this could certainly be it. That is why I was very excited to not only use, but actually help create a fantastic new library by ZenDAW Audio. Prismic for Kontakt has 25 different patches to choose from. And this library is kind of bang for buck when you're looking at media composing and that sort of stuff for production libraries. Instant mood, straight out of the box. It's beautifully nostalgic at the same time as being slightly unexpected. And today we're going to take a look at what it could do in your next composition. Hey, my name is Steve and welcome back to Command Shift New and a special episode where I get to show you what I've been doing over the last few months. Prismic is a wonderful library that's been painstakingly put together by Stefan from ZenDAW Audio. It's actually been out for a while on Decent Sampler and you can still get it on that platform if you like, but they wanted to be able to make it available for Kontakt users as well. So Stefan reached out to me to help them develop the GUI and script the instrument. And I can tell you, I really only work on instruments that I actually like the sound of, something that I would actually buy. And thankfully, after using the Decent Sampler version, I was very excited to be a part of this version that was moving across to Kontakt. So in collaboration with ZenDAW Audio, I am helping to kind of show you the first look at Prismic for Kontakt. We're now going to check out a few patched examples and see what it sounds like, as well as talk you through some of the interface layout changes that are available for Kontakt users. But of course, if you're interested in buying the library, you can find a link down below, or if you'd like to learn more, then you can as well. You can purchase a copy in standalone or as part of a bundle with other instruments or other sampler versions, and then you will receive a code which you can download through Pulse, which is a sample library downloader. Other companies like Westwood, for example, use Pulse to download instruments, so it's probably something that you might be familiar with. But right now, let's check out some of these sounds. So after hearing a few examples there, let's check out what the interface can do. This is the part that I kind of helped out with. Prismic is a very simple, easy to use sample library, and its presets come loaded with some fantastic sounds that make it very easy to use, but you can change and adjust those sounds yourself as well. This is just the very first patch, Stormy Day, and you can load any one of them and they'll all have the same interface, of course. It's basically broken into a few different sections. So you've got the layers section, which combines two different layers. We'll take a look at that in a minute. You've got the envelope and the filter section, that's in the middle there, and you have the effects section as well. If you've used or checked out the Decent Sampler version, you will actually feel like it's a little bit familiar. It's laid out in fairly similar fashion, just obviously designed for Kontakt to make the best use of Kontakt, of course. If you haven't checked out the library before though, let's check out how it actually works. So the layers section is where you're combining two different layers. Let's have a listen to the two different layers. If I turn off layer B, we're now only hearing layer A. And of course I can switch those over and listen to just layer B. Between these two layers, you then have a left and right control, and a volume control, so you can really blend it to your satisfaction. This is really cool, and of course they've been blended for you in each patch, but you get to have a lot of control over these. I really like the fact that there's a stereo left and right option, so you can pan one sample towards the left, one towards the right, and you get this very wide sort of feeling because you've got two different sample groups and sounds being contrasted against each other, left and right of your brain, essentially. Over in the middle, of course, you've got your standard sort of attack, decay, sustain, and release, so you can shape it how you like it. You could make this a much slower attack, you could shape the attack and decay and have a slower or lower sustain. You could have a slow release or a quick release, so it cuts off really quickly. But down here, of course, is where the filter control is, so let's have a listen to what that sounds like. So you have a little control there where you're able to shape the sound a little bit with a filter. Now moving on, we have the effects section, and basically at the top you have 3 different knobs that control 3 different effects and the amount of that effect. You have reverb, you have delay, you have chorus. And so you can blend these in and out. And you'll notice that anytime I touch any of these controls, a little message down the bottom comes in. I quite like this method where instead of it overcrowding with lots and lots of different display bubbles or message bubbles, you just have one central location. So no matter what you choose, whenever you change it, it's going to just update that one. Another nice little detail is that whenever you hover over a control, it gives you a bit more information down below as well. For example, as I hover over chorus, I get something popping up down here. Says chorus knob, adjust the amount of chorus. So it's a little helpful tip so that you know exactly what that knob or control will do, and you don't have to dive into a user manual, although there is an excellent user manual if you do want as well. Now the other controls below each of these knobs control the respective one that's above it, so size and tone of the reverb, the time and feedback of the delay, and so on. So that makes it nice and easy to kind of tailor it a little bit more to what you're after, and you can easily quickly see, okay, reverb, and these are the controls, delay, these are the controls. So it's nice and easy to use. That's what we're hoping for. So what do I think of the library as a whole? Of course, I am somewhat biased. I helped build this version of it, but I obviously helped build the interface and scripting and that sort of stuff. But what do I think of the sound? Well, I think I'm going to be using this quite a bit. In media composition particularly, I find that you can never have enough sort of little sounds at the ready, things that are different to what people might expect. They fill the same job of an evolving or a pulsing sound or something that can underscore an entire scene, but it's something that people might not have heard of before and haven't seen in a film before. And I think it's always worth collecting sounds and even making your own. Where I think this one shines is when it is placed underneath dialogue. It won't distract you from the dialogue, but it will create that mood or emotion that you're looking for. As I say with any kind of review of any product, is that it is all about what you need and what you are doing, what type of music you're into, what type of stuff you're working on, what stage of the career you might be in as well. So it is entirely down to you, but I hope you found this video a little bit useful to see what this library can do and enjoyed seeing what I've been up to over the last few months. So if you want to check out the library, you absolutely can. There's a link in the description for you. It does have an intro price at the moment, so check it out if it's right for you. And if you're looking to build something like this, an actual Kontakt library of your own, well, why not follow along to this channel, because we actually provide a lot of tutorials for exactly that purpose. I've obviously scripted the interface for this library, and that's something that I can show you how to do through a lot of YouTube videos already on this channel, and I'm sure loads more to come. So why not subscribe on your way out, but otherwise I will catch you in the next one.